Hello everyone and welcome. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. First of all, I wanted to let you know, first I need to change that to there. First I wanted to let you know both of these players chose random this time. So Lucifer spawning as the red orc on the top left. Meanwhile, on the top right, we have Grubby who has spawned as human. So these games are definitely for fun. I wouldn't even bother posting these games, but this is Grubby, and Grubby is perhaps one of my favorite WarCraft 3 players of all time. Just all around swell guy. Got to meet him and his wife at a BlizzCon a couple years back, and it was just really nice just talking with them and being able to just sit down and talk about what he thought esports was going to be going into in the future. Glad to see him on his own team, living the dream, so to speak. Now, over here on the top left, we can see that Lucifer is spawning as the red orc, as I mentioned, and I believe this is going to be a little bit difficult for Lucifer, as he's not very comfortable with orc in most games. Todd is here too. All right, so WarCraft 3 party apparently. I would love this. I would love to cast a game with Lucifer, Todd, Moon, and Grubby in a 2v2 match. If anyone knows how I can do that, I would definitely cast them. Would be a whole bunch of fun, but let's focus here on in game 2. Now, this map is Echo Isle, and I generally like this map for orc players. Orc players with that Blade Master, excuse me, can easily get some very nice items. The map is generally small enough where the Blade Master, once it gets to level 2, level 3, well, completely changing that thought altogether, as it is going to be a Farseer. Alright, I do not remember the last time I saw Farseer first, but I absolutely love it. Farseer first versus an Archmage, most likely. Yes, it will be an Archmage. And so far, we've been seeing some interesting hero choices. Warden in one game, and then Farseer in the next. What's going to be happening next? Are we going to perhaps see a Pit Lord as the first hero? That would be absolutely mind-blowing. Anyways, let's go ahead and take down this Forest Troll Trapper here, as the Farseer is going to come in with those 2 Spirit Wolves and going straight after that Water Elemental. That Water Elemental is going to get taken down by the Wolf there, and oh no, denied, as the Farseer now out of experience, and now Grunts are coming in as well. Alright, those Wolves do a bit of damage, but there are 2 of them, so 2 very easy targets. The Grunt now trying to get some damage here, and oh, this Wolf, oh, denied as well. Some beautiful micros by both sides, as the Archmage now down to 152 hit points. The Farseer is rather a fast hero as well, and this Wolf can run along and chase after that. Chase after that there. Some very nice control coming in on both sides, I got to admit. And Grubby actually even admitting to his opponent that he had some very Gosu control. As we can see, oh, what's going to be happening here? Is the Null Brute going to get taken down? Yes, it is taken down, but the experience does not go to the Farseer. So far, the Farseer does have a little bit of experience right now, but not very much. Going after that one Water Elemental, down to 42 hit points. It gets taken down. I'm not sure by what, though. I do not believe the Farseer got any experience. No, he did not. So perhaps the Archmage denied experience there once more, as the Archmage now still sitting at level 1, just now getting to level 2 after finishing off the one of these creep camp units. Coming back over here, you can see the Wolf is now just inside, causing a little bit of problems on the inside here, trying to get some damage. But I believe the Wolf will get taken out by that Footman pretty easily. Both of them attacking at a decent speed, and there the Footman does win that battle. Oh, nope, maybe the Farseer resummoned those units. Let me take a look at the Archmage. Archmage is, yes, did not gain any extra experience. The Wolf was resummoned. Very difficult to keep track of everything here, as the Archmage slowly regenerating those hit points, as that Grunt now going to run back home. Alright, are we going to perhaps see Chain Wave as the strategy? Chain Lightning and Shock Wave, a very old school strategy. As you can see that the Farseer is actually doing a fair amount of tanking here. Alright, going to go ahead and take down the Troll Berserker. We see another Troll Berserker is all that is, that Troll Berserker will get taken out, and now the Ogre Mauler is all that is left. Meanwhile, Footmen are now making their way perhaps to this, 3-2-2-1 or 4-2-2-1 creep camp that does drop those +2 tomes. And so far, Lynn and I'm Sky. All right, wow, I do not remember the last time I even saw Sky play the game here, as the Farseer comes in with a Chain Lightning, dealing damage across multiple units. And so far, this is looking very, very good. And Lucifer making his way off to the north, going to be pushing back all those units. There's the Sentry Ward. Meanwhile, this is so weird to see a human versus orc, and Grubby is not the orc, as Grubby now wandering through here. Not so very good. And you can see, oh, beautiful position. If you guys didn't know, if you hire up a unit from the tavern, he ends up right here. So he will be instantly surrounded the moment he comes out. That is just not good. But however, the Water Elemental now going to go ahead and, oh, there's the Beastmaster, and he's going to go ahead and pop on out of there. Grubby making it just very, very difficult. As you can see, oh, Quill Beast now perhaps will get some damage into the back of that Grunt as well. But so far, both sides getting in some damage here. The Water Elemental now making its way off to the north. Is it going to head off to the shop in time to die? I don't, well, it looks like that Grunt, oh my goodness, that Grunt looks like it will be able to catch up and gets the final blow in the back. All right, the Grunt now going after, or the Beastmaster now going after that Grunt pretty harshly. Footman now making its way over, no healing potion, only clarity, and Grubby may not know that he needs a little bit more life, as the Tauren Chieftain gets a healing salve and a speed scroll onto that poor unit there. All right, the Grunt is now currently slowed up. Where is that Grunt going to run off to? Now running back around the far side. However, he's going to run past, no, not past any Archmages. And he's going to be able to regenerate those hit points. Militia now being called back as well. As you can see that the Beastmaster and the Archmage is now creeping down the bottom left-hand side of the map. A Water Elemental is in position as well. The Quill Beast is going to be taking a little bit of damage, as the Spirit Wolves are now inside. All right, the Spirit Wolves looking to get in some damage onto some of these unsuspecting units. The Beastmaster still sitting at level 1. Farseer sitting at level 2. And there's some easy damage onto that poor Archmage there, as the Grunt is now running around here. All right, it looks as though the Beastmaster will be backing off. The Grunt taking a little bit of damage. There's another Ensnare. Easy experience for those footmen to give back to the other heroes. There goes another Water Elemental, not giving the experience to Grubby. And Grubby, Tauren Chieftain, has dealt a lot of damage, but still has not gotten any experience until just now. Archmage now back up to pretty much full hit points. Beastmaster getting healed up, as well as the Priest are now making their way over. All right, let's see what's going to be happening next. Both of those heroes have a fair amount of mana. The Beastmaster should be able to drop another Quill Beast here in just a moment. The Water Elemental is there as well, as the Farseer now regroups and looks to see what is new. Lucifer now going into, what is he going into next? He is going into Spirit Walker Adept training to try and counteract slow, most likely. It looks like it is going to be casters, and yes, it is going to be sorceress and casters. Nothing too out of the ordinary here, but is without the Blade Master, DPS is significantly lower. All right, Raiders are now going to come inside, looking to deal some damage. There goes some units as well. There goes the Murloc Nightcrawler. As you can see, one poor Priest getting taken out very quickly. All right, the Farseer are now looking to back off. Water Elemental is getting in some damage. Both sides still fighting. It looks as though another Priest is going to get taken out, and without those Priests, it's going to be much harder for these footmen to stay alive, since you really need that heal. All right, the Grunts are now off, even going after some of those Sorceress in the backfield. The Sorceress going to get caught in the backfield there. There it goes as well. This Sorceress getting ensnared, and it looks as though Grubby is really coming out ahead. Lucifer finally getting to level 2 on this Beastmaster, but losing a lot of his casters in the process. There's a healing salve there, as the units are now trying to run back. Lucifer trying to pull back here. Grubby really coming out ahead so far. Actually, no, I'm not saying Grubby. I meant Lucifer coming out ahead. Grubby is the one that's taking more damage. Keep on thinking Grubby is Orc. He is not. Grubby is green, as the traditional green. And now we see the Tauren Chieftain in a little bit of trouble. Are we going to see the Scroll Town Portal? Yes, we do. Level 3 now on the Farseer. Farseer could try to get off a Chain Lightning somewhere. No, does not get off a Chain Lightning, as there is really no low hit point unit anywhere to cast it on. And now we are looking at a couple of towers which will get taken down. The Peons coming inside here to really disrupt some of that, some of those healing salves, and that was actually a little bit of a nice touch by Grubby to make sure. All right, what are we going to be seeing next? Speed Scroll now being used, as all those units are now backing off. Are we going to perhaps see a little bit of heal? Oh, there are Sorceress there. They could have just been absolutely surrounded and ensnared, and this could be extremely bad news. A second ensnare could go down. Yes, there it goes as well. two sorcerers getting caught in transit. A grunt does fall in the process. And what is this? They were attacking one of it. Oh, wait, no, the Quill Beast is still right there, trying to engage. Spirit Walker is there as well, and there is some Spirit Link. All right, Mass Tower is now coming in from the bottom. Grubby doing what he's been on the receiving end of this tower rush 1,000 times before. Now he's trying to execute it. Will he have enough here, as there's just not enough peasants? The peasants had fallen earlier, and that's a definite problem. So far, Lucifer is really coming out ahead in these fights here, and I believe the GG should be coming in fairly soon. You can take a look at the supply. It is 41 over 50 compared to 34 over 48. The units, both sides are still fighting here, but Lucifer keeps on getting some easy free sorceress kills, as they are going to get ensnared. So far, a couple of low hit point units. There is a takedown there on one of those units. The Beastmaster going after the Raider. The Raider now running all the way to the back here. Water Elemental, Tauren Chieftain, very low on hit points. Does have a potion of healing, though. Should be fine. Yes, is fine. There is a potion of invulnerability, as the Archmage is very low on hit points. All right, we could see a Chain Lightning, just absolutely waiting. And as soon as the invulnerability came to an end, the Scroll Town Portal did go off. And wow, there's that forked Chain Lightning. And I believe it was timed just so much to see if you could get a random kill onto the Archmage. Because sometimes the Chain Lightning does bounce around and then hit the Archmage as the next target. Alright, let's see what's happening next. Tauren Chieftain now making its way over. You can see Kodo Beast and Farseer is here as well. Gonna go ahead and creep out this creep camp. I believe, yes, Chain Lightning, level 2 Chain Lightning was trained, not the level 2 Spirit Wolves. A Clarity Potion, Speed Scroll now being used as well. Or rather, the Clarity Potion should be used. Not quite sure why it is not, since he is so low on mana already. Alright, Healing Salve as well. Alright, Tauren Chieftain sitting in the back. Are we going to see an engagement here in just a moment? And there you have it. That Farseer is taking a little bit of damage here, so perhaps he was purposely trying to take some damage and try to mitigate some of the damage from the rest of the units, since heroes do have the better hit point regeneration. There goes down some multiple units there. You can see an item was dropped, Ring of Regeneration, on that Tauren Chieftain. Very fast regeneration now. As we're looking at Sorceress, Priest, Lightning Shield onto a Sorceress, pulling back that unit very carefully, as the Beastmaster now hits level 3. Grubby sitting at level 3 on the Beastmaster. Where is that Archmage? Was it down over here? Yes, Archmage is down over here as well. So level 3, compared to a level 3 as well. Both sides dead even. And now the Farseer, now with plenty of mana, should be able to make a bit of a play here, as we're now looking at an engagement here. All right, let's take a look. The Farseer loses its Clarity Potion. Not sure how. I don't know if it was attacked or not. So far, both sides are just creeping out their respective corners of the map without taking an expansion. Tauren Chieftain going to go ahead and take down a Forest Troll Trapper here, as we're looking at the Murlocs falling down as well. So far, Murloc Huntsman going to get taken down here. What tome is going to be left behind, as a Demolisher going to get caught in open field? That is just a horrible, horrible play there. And with this horrible play, with that loss there, that is just going to be really bad. So far, the Archmage now may need to buy a Scroll Town Portal to head back home, as we are now looking at an engagement here. There is no Demolisher here, though, as the Shockwave does come in and hit many of those peasants. Another Chain Lightning would have been perhaps enough to finish off many of those units, as we're looking at the Grunt could be heading around in the backside here. All right, there goes. That farm looks like it could get taken down. Oh, do we have... No, we do... Oh, no, yes, we do have... It looked like for a second we had pillage, but I'm not 100% sure. So far, both sides are still looking to fight here, and we are still engaging. There is a surround onto the Archmage, and Grubby now in trouble, definitely in trouble. He looked like he was in this just moments ago, and there goes the Archmage now. And with that Archmage gone at level 3, it's going to take a little bit of time or a lot of gold to resurrect him. Perhaps just going to resurrect him back at the tavern, since you do have casters who can heal him back up. All right, there goes another ensnare, though. That one poor Beastmaster is in trouble. Grubby must feel like he's now on the receiving end of constantly getting ensnared. What is going to be happening here, as the Beastmaster still tries to make it out of this engagement? He is still behind enemy lines pretty heavily, and he wants to make it back out before he uncloaks himself, or, yes, becomes visible once again. So far, the grunt, very, very low hit points. It looks as though that grunt down to 104, 105 hit points as the units are all now trying to back off. No speed scroll to be used. It looks as though a Spirit Walker could get taken down. No slow, though, as the militia are now coming back around. All right, there goes some units. Oh, finally, the Spirit Walker does get taken down. The grunt with Spirit Link is going to spread some of that damage around, and now level 4 on the Beastmaster. As we also see Lucifer setting up an expansion. All right, another Raider going to get taken out here. Are we perhaps going to see a Kodo get taken out? I don't believe so. The Spirit, or actually the Hawk could make a bit of a play as we are now engaging here once more. Sorceress should be casting slow. There it is. The Hawk now trying to engage again. It's going to get taken out as there are just a handful of casters here against a handful of units by Lucifer. Who's going to use those units better? It looks as though one of the casters will get taken out. Tauren Chieftain now up to level 4. Gets a shockwave off, not on very many units though, and easily countered by the Scroll of Healing. And we're still looking at this fight. So far, both of these players doing a great job maximizing their units at times, but then at other times just completely falling apart as Grubby does get surrounded by his on his Beastmaster. The Beastmaster is currently disenchanted after the Ensnare wore off. Beautifully done there, and I believe Grubby is going to have to give the GG. Nope, the Archmage is back out, and we should be seeing perhaps a Beastmaster join in on that fight here in just a moment. Quill Beast going after some of the units, not really getting anywhere. Lucifer seeing that 4-4 on his 2 heroes. Some more healing salves should be used up in just a second. The Raiders low on hit points, and there you have it. All the casters now heading back once more. All right, Archmage, Sorceress, Spellbreaker, looking to do a little bit more creeping. These Sorceress over here, plenty of slow. We need to perhaps see some Priests now as the Priests are being trained up.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now looking into a small creep engagement down over here by Grubby. Lucifer taking this time to clear out his own green creep camps as well. Shouldn't have a problem. And Lucifer with 2-1 upgrades on his units looks very strong. Meanwhile, the Sorceress themselves are only at Adept training. The Archmage can back away knowing that, knowing what's happening here. And now you can see a couple of Scout Towers quickly being placed down. And this Archmage wants to just set up 3 Scout Towers to set up an expansion. Alright, the Spirit Wolves now need to make their way out of here. Don't want to give any additional experience if possible. Those Dire Wolves back away, and now it looks like they're just going to suicide themselves onto some Nightcrawlers before time's up. Meanwhile, Lucifer quickly charging in here. No, he does not. Yes, he does in fact have Pillage, and now the Beastmaster is now going to get taken down as well. There it goes, and we are still looking at a strong engagement here. Spellbreaker is trying to tank that front line, but the Speed Scroll is going to come around and get a lot of ensnares down onto the units. And even with the Scroll of Healing, I believe a Chain Lightning should be coming in if there was enough mana. Not enough mana right now as the Spirit Wolves get disenchanted away. However, the Raiders, there's another huge shockwave there. All right, the Spirit Wolves once again being recalled out. Or I believe those are the Shadow Wolves. Now at level 5, the Shadow Wolves are invisible unless they're attacking and also deal critical strike damage. So 44 damage coming in from those wolves does add up very quickly. All right, those it looks as though some of these units are now trying to back away. I believe the Raider could take down that Water Elemental. Not quite sure why it's not just engaging it. Could easily win out there as the Archmage of Grubby is going to fall in just a moment. The Shockwave, no Shockwave, no mana available. As the Archmage, completely invisible now. There's a random blind Shockwave, does not hit the Archmage, as the Archmage now gets up to level 4. Alright, some easy damage onto the Farseer there. Archmage is now back out onto the field. You can see that there are towers here. Meanwhile, the expansion is going on for Lucifer, giving him a huge economic advantage at this point. Supply 29 compared to 66 now. And Lucifer just needs to regroup himself, and he should be able to come out with the victory. Grubby going to get another Spirit Walker pretty much for free here, as the Archmage is now getting healed back up and perhaps going to try to engage against these Spirit Wolves. All right, both sides taken out again. We can see that the Beastmaster is still wandering around. and we should be seeing an expansion set up here by Grubby. So far, I keep on saying that Lucifer has this game in the bag, but that doesn't really seem to be the case. But with the transition into Wind Riders, those Wind Riders may catch his opponent off guard. Quill Beasts, though, and Water Elementals are very, very strong counter to anti-air, and if Grubby, as long as he has enough anti-air, shouldn't be in any real trouble at all. You can see that there is 3 towers down over here, 1 tower up here. Militia or peasants now making their way down to the south. Are we going to see some peasants try to build a town hall? I do believe so. And what's going to be happening next in that fight as the engagement's already coming in 2-2 on all of these units. And now here we go for the engagement. Raiders going to quickly try and take down the keep. It looks like the Raiders are going after the keep with a vengeance as all the peasants are trying to now repair. This may not work out very well. There's a chain lightning hitting multiple peasants there as the units perhaps just go after all of those units there. Are we going to perhaps see a shockwave? Yes, a shockwave hitting those units, and now the Farseer just needs to come in with another chain lightning to finish off 4 peasants. But no, we're going to see an engagement instead. Wind Rider engaging against all of these casters down over here. Water Elementals quickly getting disenchanted. And it looks like that may be the end of it as the Archmage now backs off. He does summon another Water Elemental. Tauren Chieftain is now up to level 5. Remember, you never lose the sky. All right. GG, well played. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.